Hey guys, so tonight I filmed a walkthrough video on this look right here. As you can see, my eyes are very bare. I don't have any eyeshadow or liner or big lashes on like I usually do, but I just wanted to focus more on highlighting and contouring and more highlight, obviously. But I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please share and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Okay, so my foundation is on. I mixed my Maybelline Fit Me with this L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I mixed those two together and I applied it with a flat brush by It Cosmetics from Ulta. And then my brows are on. I just used a regular brown eyeliner pencil, a spoolie, and a clear brow gel. And then to clean them up, I used Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and a little flat concealer brush. So now I'm going to work on highlighting and contouring my face. I'm going to actually try a new method today and see how I like that. So, yeah. Okay, so first we're going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. Actually, no. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're going to go in with this first. I'm not going to change it up too much because then what if it doesn't work? And look at that hair right there. So I just like to put this in my under eye, and I like to kind of go into like a V shape, and that will give you like an instant eye lift. Like watch, I'll do one eye and I'll show you guys before and after. So then with a damp beauty sponge, this is from Real Techniques. I got it from Walmart for like $4. So make sure it's damp so that it's easier to work with and it just blends better. And then just dab that on there. And then take that over your eyelids just to make sure everything is really blended. Down the side of your nose a little bit. And then make sure you get in like this little crease right here. I get really red right there. It's just not a good look. So make sure you just dab it all in. And it blends so nicely when you use the damp sponge. It blends so good. And this concealer is a very full coverage, so I like that. Okay. So this is the before and after. Sleepy eye, awake eye. So, I wish I was born like this. And then I wouldn't have to do this every day. I don't even do it every day. I honestly haven't even been doing my makeup that often. I don't know. My wrists have just been really achy. I don't know why. But so I've taken a couple day break. Also, I'm using new products for like my skincare. So I wanted to take a couple day break from makeup so that I can, you know, just really focus on washing my face and clearing breakouts, fading dark spots, yeah, all that fun stuff. So I had to move my light, and I hope that this way is better. Like I kind of feel like it is a little bit. Like I feel like you guys can really see, and it's not like going like all blurry and stuff. Like, well, it just did it a little bit. Blend it all. I'm gonna actually move my phone so that the music's like not right in the microphone. Okay, so make sure that is all blended. And then I like to go in and put up my chin, the corners of my mouth, down the center of my nose, and right here, like center of the forehead, in between the brows. Just like that. And, I know my mom watches my videos, so, some of you guys probably already know, but I'm just gonna, like, go into a little bit more detail about why I do this. So, highlighting with a lighter color, like, you put, you know, your highlight, whatever you want to, like, bring attention to. So, like, what you want to make more obvious, obviously. So, like, the center of the face, and then under the eyes, and then brow bone. And I'll explain contour in a second. So just really dab all this in carefully so that you don't mess up your brows. So I can just keep wiping my lips off. And just make sure it's all blended in. Okay, so then for contour, I'm actually trying this, and I was using a NARS foundation stick, but since I'm running out on that, I decided to just get this from Walmart. And this is Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation in shade 330 Toffee. I wonder, is this little white thing in the middle makeup? I think this little color right there is makeup too. I don't know. I'm just going to use the side of it This is much smaller than my NARS stick, which I kind of like, honestly, because with the NARS stick, it was so much bigger that it was kind of hard to put it just like where you wanted it and where you wanted it only, you know? But it feels really, really similar. It kind of looks the same. So then I'm just gonna like use the side of the stick to go down the side of my nose. And then like up into this dip leading to my brow. And then the point of contouring is to take away, basically. Like you're giving the optical illusion that it's smaller, like a smaller forehead, more chiseled cheekbones, like a smaller jawline, a smaller, more structured nose. And then I have to put a little bit right here on the bottom of my lip, just to give the illusion that my bottom lip is more, like, pouty. Not that I need it, but I guess it's just a habit. And then, what am I going to use to blend this? I'm going to try, no. I'm going to try to use this to blend, just to see how it is. This is, I don't know, the words are gone. It says that it's a concealer brush, but I don't remember where I got it from. But it's just like flat, angled, pretty thick. And just use that to kind of like press that into the skin. Well, I kind of don't like this brush, using it because it's so small. I feel like it's going to take like forever and not do as good of a job. But we'll try it. I have to keep switching hands. My wrists have really been hurting lately. Okay, I guess so. Just to get like the basics blended out, we're going to use this. I don't know, I guess it does okay using this brush, but I might just stick with my sponge. And I just like to take whatever's left over and go on my eyelids a little. And then usually I use this. So I just use the side of it. So for concealer I use the tip, you know, like the smaller part. And then for face, like foundation, I use the flat part. You know, and then for contour, I'll use like the side of it. Okay, so I suppose that that's not too bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It kind of blends out like the NARS foundation too. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's as, like, full coverage as the NARS though, but everything else seems like exactly the same. Gotta contour my double chin away. Yeah, that's way better. And just dab it in. Really like press it into your skin. And then I kind of feel like we messed up like the center of the nose with the highlight. So I'm just going to take a very, very little bit of my concealer, like on my brush, just a very little bit. And just go like that. Okay. Whatever, that's good enough. Okay. And so then I'm going to take this Luxury Baking Banana Powder by Revolution. I got this from Ulta. And then I just put some into, I always make the biggest mess with this. I just put some into my cap, and then I'm going to actually try to use a brush to set my face today. This one. This is just a fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. No, Sonia Kashuk. So then I'm going to take this and just make sure that there's no creasing. And then dip this into there. I like the sponge better. So I just dip the tip of the sponge into there and just press it onto my face. Like all the places where you highlighted with the concealer. And since this is a banana powder, it does have like a yellowy tint to it, so it does brighten up a little bit more. So put this everywhere you put the concealer. And just really press it into the skin. And the powder just gives your makeup a little extra staying power. You know, makes it so that it doesn't rub off on everything that you touch as much. And takes away like all the shine, oiliness. And then I also like to put some on the tip and then go underneath where I contoured. And we'll brush away all the extra, but we're just going to leave that for right now. Okay. Put that. Oh God. It's all over. All over. Okay. And so then, I'm going to set the rest of my face with a bronzer. And usually I use the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. But I'm going to try this one. Let me rip it off. I'm going to try this one by L'Oreal. I can open it now. Powder all over. And there's a little shimmer to it. It doesn't have a smell. And then I'm going to take this little angled fluffy brush. It's pretty thick. And I don't even know where I got this from. I don't know. So just put some on there, knock off the extra, and then just like press it for right now. Basically you want to like press most of your makeup without swiping. Because when you swipe it, you tend to move it. Like, you know, scooch it around and stuff. And then put this everywhere you put the liquid or cream contour. Even the jawline. So, as you can see the difference really. Don't worry, we're going to blend. But for right now, we just got to get it on there. Under there, I swipe. Because there's not much under there anyways. Don't have to worry about messing up. And then, I like taking a really fluffy brush. Like, I'm not doing any eyeshadow today. But just to add some more depth back into my eyelids so that they all don't look so flat and just blank. I like to take some bronzer with a fluffy brush. This is by BH Cosmetics. Swirl it in there and just put a little bit on my lid. In the crease, of course. Just to put some more definition back in there. And as you can see, that looks so much better. Ew, under my nails are so nasty from my makeup. I mean, this one's yellow though, because this nail is yellow underneath the white. But not that that matters. Nails are one thing I honestly don't care about Like, as long as my hair, my makeup is nice, I don't care how my nails look. I just feel extra pretty though when I have them done. See, that looks so much better in my opinion. So as you're putting this into your crease, just blend, and instead of blending like all over, only blend upwards towards your brow bone. So you're putting it right there, but blend up. So it has more of like a faded effect. Okay. And so now that that's done, I'm going to do blush. And it's all over. So I'm taking this Ulta Peach Pop palette. And there's 6 different blushes in here. Obviously, you can tell that this one is well loved. And I take this Real Techniques buffing brush. And I like to mix these 2 colors occasionally. So like the middle one and then the one that's all cracky. And just lightly swirl that around on my cheekbone. Or not my cheekbones, but like starting on the apple of my cheek. And then just kind of like working your way back. And then I like to just like take a little bit and go up there on my temple. It looks like a lot right now, but we're going to blend it. We still have to blend the bronzer too, so it's okay. I like to like get most of my powders on and then go in and blend them all together. And then, this is something that I've been doing not for too long, for like a couple months now. It's so cute. So you just take some blush, put it on your brush, knock off the excess, and then I just like go over the tip of my nose a little bit. And then kind of just like the tip of the nose connected with the cheeks. So it's more of like a cutesy look. Okay, and then I think I dropped it. Oh well. We'll just use any random blending brush or fluffy brush and just brush away all the powder that did not like absorb into your skin. And it still looks very, very sharp, but we're going to fix it. Okay. So I just use this one to knock off all the loose banana powder. Then I'm going to use this one by e.l.f. And it's called the Ultimate Blending Brush. It was like $4, I think, but I love it. I still want to try liquid foundation, putting liquid foundation on with this brush, just because it blends everything out so good. Like, you see how like easily that all just blended together? And you just like kind of like swish it away and like press and just do a combination of like a lot of different things. And then to get rid of the sharp line, I just like to kind of go into it a little. And then go down right here. So like it's still pretty clean cut, but not as sharp as that. And never ever forget your jawline. Just blend that downwards a little bit. Chin. And nose, of course. Ouch, see, my hands be hurting. I really like how I have this light. I feel like I might do this all the time. I gotta switch hands. And just blend away that harsh line. Make sure it's even, obviously. On the other side of the nose. Oh, we forgot to bronze the nose.
Can I do that look yet?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay.
So I forgot to put some powdered bronzer on the sides of my nose. So going back in with the L'Oreal True Match. And this is a Beach Cosmetics brush. And it's just like a pretty flat, fluffy brush. Really dense. So just very lightly tap it into there. Knock off the excess. And put this where you put the cream contour also. And just really, really make sure it's blended. And then I like to just go right here. Just like a very little. I don't know if you guys can see really. Just like make like a little tiny line across the top. I don't know, it just looks good. Kind of makes like the tip of your nose look a tiny bit more rounded and not so just like flat down from the highlight and contour that we did. Just go and make sure everything is blended. Okay. And then a thing I like to do before I do my highlighter, which is the last step of my face makeup, is take some setting spray and really spray it on there. Okay. And then take the sponge and just like very lightly just press. And then that's gonna just help for everything to blend together a little tiny bit more, and it's setting spray, so it'll make your makeup stay on. Honestly, I've yet to find a setting spray that has really like blown me away. So if you guys have any recommendations, then let me know. Okay. My favorite part is highlighter. And I just bought this Wet n Wild one. This is the second time I've ever used a Wet n Wild highlighter. I really love them. I have this Bobbi Brown highlighter, and this was like my #1 favorite for so long. But it gets worse and worse every time. I dropped it, so. I'm going to just like show you guys a comparison of the Bobbi Brown and the Wet n Wild. So just go ahead and pick some up on my finger. If you guys are even going to be able to see it, honestly. Yeah, you can see it. So it's like a really, just like a wet, dewy look. I don't know, it's just beautiful. My favorite highlighter. But then I've tried this one. So this is the Bobbi Brown, and this is the Wet n Wild. They're like identical. Yeah, it's like they're like literally identical. And this one was $45, and well, like around there somewhere. And this one was $3. Can you see that? So we're just gonna put this one away, and we're gonna use the Wet n Wild one. And so then also what I do sometimes, like when I want like a really intense highlighter, which is like 80% of the time because highlighting is my favorite thing, and I usually always get carried away with it, but we're not going to talk about that. So I just spray some setting spray into it. Okay. And then I take this little fluffy brush by EcoTools, and I just dip that into there. And then, oh my god, this is my favorite part ever. You see that? See, I always put more and more and more and more on. Look, I was about to dip into it again. So, you see that's just a little tiny glare. I haven't put nothing on there yet. But on that side, it's like, oh. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love highlighter. Love it. I can't stop. I can't stop. I don't know what happened to the music, but oh well. And then right here on your cupid's bow. And then I like to like drag it down my top lip a little. And then I like to put a little bit, just a little tiny bit over like the arch of my brow. A little bit on my chin. And then I save my nose for last because that's my favorite part. But for my nose, I'm going to use I'm going to use a small brush from EcoTools. Wait. Good thing I checked. That one has purple on it. No, I'm not. What about this one? This one's clean. This is just like a regular no-name brush. I think I got it in like one of those like $5 Walmart Christmas sets. So just dip into there and just... go down the bridge of your nose. And just blend out with your finger. And then, this is my #1 favorite. I love it so much. And you just see, shining bright like Rudolph's. And then I, of course, like to go in my inner corners with some little bit under my brow. It literally is just like the Bobbi Brown. I'm so happy I found this. I better put it down. And then, of course, some lipstick. Well, lip gloss. This is by Wet n Wild. The Mega Slicks lip gloss in the shade Crushed Grapes. It's like clear with some sparkles in it. Like, I can definitely feel the sparkles, but I don't know if you guys can see them. Oh, yeah. So, oh, and one more time for good look. Spray with the setting spray. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It. So, this is my highlight and contour routine. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe.